If she's seen up there, they are supposed to call the manager and the cops immediately. I'm not banned from the Improv. I don't have a criminal history. This woman...
Top of the morning, everybody. Listen to this. Corey went live last night, and he had a lot to get off his chest. He touched on several issues, had to respond to the PDF accusations, had to address the on-camera situation, and of course, he sent a few words Joe Budden's way to make his stance clear. Hold up, when you're under that kind of spotlight, the facts don't always matter the way they should. So now the real question is how he plans to win back the public, because the backlash
is called a media firestorm. My voice, I'm shocked. I didn't know. My voice got so powerful that the media, not bloggers, not fat girls with YouTubes, not busters who buy cigarettes 1, 2, 3 at a time. We ain't worried about them. They weren't never the problem. What it is, we have mass media trying to shut down the voice of Corey Holcomb in the 5150 show, and of course, the bloggers who are envious of what we do are going to join in. Ever since TMZ has gave a one-sided version of what happened, it then got to the point where even a man like me, who I don't walk around living in fear, but I fear for my life now because I see what has been said about me, and they are desperate to bring me down because the word has been thrown in the mix. And let me tell you something, this is deep. I am no pedophile. I have never been accused of being a pedophile. I have never had charges of being a pedophile. This is something that's coming from the mass media, TMZ. Ever since they said what they said, they trying to get at me for real. Let me tell you something, what they do, because they did this to Michael Jackson, they did this to Martin Luther King, they did this to Malcolm X, they did this to so many people. When they ready to come get you, they assassinate your character so people don't look at you as a human being. They look at you as a villain. So they're using mass media now.
All right, listen to this real quick. That whole character assassination move is ancient. We all know that. This tactic been around for over 100 years whenever someone becomes a figure people pay attention to. Now, hold up. Corey putting himself in the same conversation as MLK or Malcolm X is definitely a stretch, but on a smaller scale, the method is similar, because once respect is gone, your words lose power. And once people stop seeing you as human, it becomes easier to justify anything done against you. What a lot of folks don't talk about is when our own people join in on it, because that mindset goes all the way back to when we first got off those ships, and it carried on for generations. The same logic, 3/5 of a person, not fully human, created space for actions nobody would dare take against someone they see as an equal. So in that sense, he does have a point.
This isn't little weak bloggers. Little weak bloggers have been talking crazy about me ever since I've been on air. But TMZ took a one-sided story of a woman who's addicted to drugs and quite dangerous. They showed a video recently where me and this woman got into it. And I can't hold back anymore. Listen, this woman was stalking me for a long time, and it was proven in court. And on top of that, I told people that this woman is a troublemaker and she sells drugs. TMZ knows that I have a restraining order against this woman and her boyfriend. So I've never heard of a woman getting hit or punched, whatever you want to say, and I get a restraining order against her. The story is not being told the right way, but I want to show you something about this innocent woman because they will make it seem like this woman is innocent. In fact, this lady went on TMZ, who is in collusion with her. Sean Holly, the drug addict woman, and TMZ are all in collusion together to try to bring me down. Let me show you a video, because this woman even said in one of her TMZ videos, I'm not allowed at the Improv, but that's not true. This is the footage that goes in the security office of the Improv. It says Shrine of Crime right there. And we blotted out some of the people's faces because the truth is, we don't want to show everybody, but I'm not banned from the Improv. But you know who is banned from the Improv?
All right, hold up. Let's talk about this real quick. Perception usually hits harder than reality because a lot of people simply don't use critical thinking the way they should. Most folks aren't lining facts up side by side and making a real assessment, you feel me? They just go with whatever sounds better or whatever they hear the most, not what's actually accurate or proven. We all know everything today is narrative-driven. Everybody throws that word around. 5 or 10 years ago, you barely heard it, and now it's you pushing a narrative. Don't change the narrative. Protect the narrative every 5 seconds. Listen to this. That's not new either. That playbook goes back over 100 years to World War I, World War II, and straight propaganda tactics. The media knows that controlling information controls people. When you get flooded with one version of a story, it slips past your critical thinking. And if everybody's saying the same thing, it must be true, right? There's nothing to compare it to. You see it in countries where the internet is tightly controlled, where only certain information is allowed through. Whatever gets approved becomes the truth, because there's nothing else to challenge it. So at the end of the day, this looks like a meme.
If she's seen up there, they are supposed to call the manager and the cops immediately. I'm not banned from the Improv. I don't have a criminal history. This woman stabbed everybody who called her innocent. I know what I'm doing. When a drug addict is talking crazy to me and following me, I'm telling you, I know what they do to people. In that video where I got into a skirmish with the dude that was her boyfriend, I don't know if you know this, I'm gonna say it. Since then, she stabbed that man and tried to accuse him of the R word. He now has a restraining order against her. She tried to get one against him. It was denied. She went to jail for that man. And it wasn't no let her out overnight, because they couldn't let her out overnight, because when you go to jail and you are high like that, they let you air out in the cell besides your crime. So everybody who saw that thing, innocent woman, no, Corey Holcomb was protecting himself and always will protect himself against drug addicts. Now they have something online, once again, about this pedophile thing, and it's going too far. So my lawyer said, you don't even have to really talk about that for real, but just make sure everybody knows this. I'm no pedophile. Never been accused before in my life of being a pedophile. I despise a pedophile. Anybody who would do anything physically, I ain't living like that. And I've never lived like that. But I understand the media firestorm that's happening to Corey Holcomb because, these people know I have evidence against them that's going to bring them down, so they have to destroy my credibility first. They have to destroy my credibility like I'm a villain. But I want to say to TMZ, who I know is watching, I've already given the evidence to my lawyer and a few other people. So it's out of my hands. So if you guys want to come at me, there's nothing I can do. You know the case is coming. You know the case is coming. Sean Holly, TMZ, and of course the drug addict woman. I mean, she has nothing to lose, so she'll do whatever you guys want her to do. She'll say whatever you guys want her to say. But my day in court is coming. And I don't even have time for court because I live a glorious life. I work and perform. It's just my voice got too powerful for some powerful people, and they're sending this media firestorm at me. And I'm just gonna leave it at that. I showed everything I need to show because they said this is an innocent woman. This woman, since I had the incident with her, she stabbed a man. So all you guys who don't know what you're talking about is predictable because you have feeble minds. Now let's get to this next soft. And I ain't gonna spend a lot of time on it. I'm gonna spend about 10 minutes on it. The cat fruit booty Budden said something about me. And okay, yeah, I wear a dusty hat. I forgot all the stuff he said right now. Yeah. Clothes dirty, no shape up, all that. Fruit booty Buttons. Oh yeah, and I can't fight. Yeah, I can't fight. You didn't talk about the women you beat up. You act like I didn't even say that. I said you beat up women because it is a fact. You beat up women. TMZ is not after you because your voice isn't as powerful as mine. So you can come on and say whatever you want to say. You and the sissies and the scammer girl that's on your show. See, you couldn't get Melissa Ford to go along and laugh with you like you wanted. So you got this scammer girl who is all over the internet. If you do research on that girl on his show, she's a scammer. She takes people money and everything. You got to go, Mike? Okay, I'll catch up with you. Unless you...
All right, y'all, so there it is. Now, based on covering situations like this for the past 3, 4, or 5 years, I'm gonna be honest, this doesn't look so extreme that he can't bounce back from it. In fact, I've been saying he might even grow from it. Here's why. When serious accusations are floating around, whether it's this, that, or anything else, usually if there's real substance behind it, evidence starts surfacing. At first, it might be rumors. Then, if there's truth there, people start coming out, especially when money gets involved. You've seen it happen with other public figures. Once lawyers step in, suddenly you see screenshots, text messages, videos, and paperwork. The receipts start rolling out. Up to this point, we haven't seen that here. Now, with him going the legal route and pushing back with a defamation move, that shifts the pressure. If you're making strong claims, you're going to have to back them up. Otherwise, it could cost somebody, financially and reputationally. So this situation is going one of two ways. Either proof comes out and confirms what's being said, or he clears his name and potentially walks away stronger. Right now, we simply don't know. But from how it looks at this moment, it feels like he may come through this. And honestly, experiences like this change people. He used to move like he was untouchable. Thick skin, comedian mindset, can dish it and take it. But nobody is truly bulletproof. This probably